Each cancer is different, and the relationship between each cancer and each patient is very different and very unique. And then what we do at the Crowley is we offer multiple approaches to our patients on a very personalized level. We look at what is being investigated out by others that we can apply to our patients, but we also have the ability to create therapeutics.
Technologies are there to appropriately manage cancer if we all can just share a vision of doing what's right and what's best for the patient. Everyone wants the same thing. They all want to improve and fight cancer. I think where it becomes difficult is, in all honesty, the financing of the appropriate work. So where the money gets used in Crowley is to set up the studies, to show that these are appropriate, and to represent this data to the FDA. So the FDA can use this information to approve it so everyone can use these things.
Leadership here are both committed to our mission and also deeply philanthropic to the charity itself. We are incredibly efficient with what we do with the capital that comes in here. The vast majority of our funds goes directly to patient care or to benevolence. Our focus is on what's called phase 1 studies. When a drug company or a biotechnology company have a drug or a compound that they've done all the preliminary work on, and now they're ready to talk to the FDA about moving that drug safely into people. That is our mission.
We think we have effective technology that is now demonstrating significant results. And I don't mean just responses, I mean complete responses that have lasted for years. Given that, we're expanding programs.
Some donors want to give because they want technology advances in cancer. Some donors choose to give because they really want access to highly compassionate care for cancer. And other donors want to give because they really are mercy-oriented and they want to make sure that people's financial and personal suffering is alleviated while they're seeking treatment. And I think we do just a fantastic job of offering choices in those 3 areas for donors to make a difference.
If it wasn't for the doctors and the nurses and the lab technicians, everyone at Mary Crowley, I wouldn't be sitting here today.
I want to thank everybody at Mary Crowley. Whenever you went there, you felt like you were one of the most important patients they'd ever seen. And I know that's not true, but they made you feel like that.
I thank God every day for these people that work here, for these people that are taking an interest in me. How do you say thank you to somebody that's saving your life? I mean, I could walk again. Even if I don't, someone will walk again for the work that they're doing right now. We have a lot of hope for the future.
For 7 years, fresh baked cookies have arrived at the Mary Crowley Cancer Center every Monday morning. Wilford Bruce, or WW to his friends, says it's his way of giving back to the place that gave him 2.5 more years with the love of his life.
My wife was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer and given 6 months to live at best.
The treats are for patients like Carly Rutledge.
And one day I was in class, and then the next day I was being wheeled to the operating room and hardly even having any time to process.
At 15, Rutledge was diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma, a bone cancer that spreads quickly. She came here for an experimental treatment.
When I was in chemotherapy, it's 5 days in the hospital of intense, it's very intense. And immunotherapy could not be more of the opposite. I would fly in and out in one day and get a shot.
Mary Crowley just made it through the first phase of FDA approval for the immunotherapy treatment of Rutledge's cancer. Doctors say it's a landmark victory that could change the way they treat many other types of cancers.
Change from an acute, very deadly disease to a chronic disease probably will be the same that we do for patients with hypertension or diabetes. We don't cure them, but we control the disease.
This immunotherapy is a shot typically given once a month. It's a personalized vaccine developed from cells taken from the patient's tumor. The therapy injects customized genes back into the body so the cancer can no longer resist the patient's immune system.
Will the day come when your cancer shot's just like your flu shot?
You know, that's our dream. It alters the immune system so it can now recognize the cancer, whereas before it couldn't. And that's really what a flu shot does. It changes the immune system.
Rutledge is now a college student in remission with no side effects. She's one of the reasons the Cancer Center is one step closer to FDA approval. But there are other success stories. The research began here when Grover Cummings was diagnosed. The Dallas man just wanted to live 6 months to walk his daughter down the aisle. That was nearly 20 years ago. Today, he is alive, cancer-free, and has a 16-year-old granddaughter.
We're actually the only place in the world opening this type of trial.
That's why families like this one are flying in from all over the world for the vaccinations.
We couldn't find anything so much promising in Europe. Dallas' offering is quite unique in offering us this opportunity.
It's hope for future generations, something WW, remember him, takes away every week. Ginger Allen, CBS 11 News.
Just sit right back and you'll hear a tale of a fateful trip that started from this tropic port aboard this tiny ship. The mate was a mighty sailing man, the skipper brave and sure. 5 passengers set sail that day for a 3-hour tour. A 3-hour tour. The weather started getting rough. The tiny ship was tossed. If not for the courage of the fearless crew, the minnow would be lost. The minnow would be lost. The ship's a